We are reading the book of Proverbs, written by King Solomon, who was David's son. This book has a lot of wisdom. It gives practical suggestions for our day-to-day lives. We will be reading 2 to 3 chapters per episode once a week. Today, we continue with Proverbs chapter 3 and 4. Check out the previous episode. In these chapters, Solomon is still giving fatherly advice that we can all benefit from as we live this life. I will be reading from the World English Bible, but feel free to follow along in whatever Bible version you prefer. The World English Bible sometimes refers to God as Yahweh. Proverbs chapter 3. My son, don't forget my teaching, but let your heart keep my commandments, for they will add to you length of days, years of life and peace. Don't let kindness and truth forsake you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart, so you will find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man. Trust in Yahweh with all your heart, and don't lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight. Don't be wise in your own eyes. Fear Yahweh and depart from evil. It will be healthy to your body and nourishment to your bones. Honor Yahweh with your substance, with the first fruits of all your increase. So your barns will be filled with plenty, and your vats will overflow with new wine. My son, don't despise Yahweh's discipline, neither be weary of His correction. For whom Yahweh loves, He corrects, even as a father reproves the son in whom He delights. Happy is the man who finds wisdom, the man who gets understanding. For her good profit is better than getting silver, and her return is better than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies. None of the things you can desire are to be compared to her. Length of days is in her right hand. In her left hand are riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness. All her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to those who lay hold of her. Happy is everyone who retains her. By wisdom, Yahweh founded the earth. By understanding, He established the heavens. By His knowledge, the depths were broken up, and the skies dropped down the dew. My son, let them not depart from your eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion, so they will be life to your soul, and grace for your neck. Then you shall walk in your way securely. Your foot won't stumble. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. Yes, you will lie down, and your sleep will be sweet. Don't be afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it comes. For Yahweh will be your confidence and will keep your foot from being taken. Don't withhold good from those to whom it is due, when it is in the power of your hand to do it. Don't say to your neighbor, "Go and come again. Tomorrow I will give it to you," when you have it by you. Don't devise evil against your neighbor, since he dwells securely by you. Don't strive with a man without cause, if he has done you no harm. Don't envy the man of violence. Choose none of his ways. For the perverse is an abomination to Yahweh, but his friendship is with the upright. Yahweh's curse is in the house of the wicked, but He blesses the habitation of the righteous. Surely He mocks the mockers, but He gives grace to the humble. The wise will inherit glory, but shame will be the promotion of fools. Proverbs chapter 4. Listen, sons, to a father's instruction. Pay attention and know understanding, for I give you sound learning. Don't forsake my law. For I was a son to my father, tender, and an only child in the sight of my mother. He taught me and said to me, "Let your heart retain my words. Keep my commandments and live. Get wisdom, get understanding. Don't forget, and don't deviate from the words of my mouth. Don't forsake her, and she will preserve you. Love her, and she will keep you. Wisdom is supreme. Get wisdom. Yes, though it costs all your possessions, get understanding. Esteem her, and she will exalt you. She will bring you to honor when you embrace her. She will give to your head a garland of grace. She will deliver a crown of splendor to you. Listen, my son, and receive my sayings. The years of your life will be many. I have taught you in the way of wisdom. I have led you in straight paths. When you go, your steps will not be hampered. When you run, you will not stumble. Take firm hold of instruction. Don't let her go. Keep her, for she is your life. Don't enter into the path of the wicked. Don't walk in the way of evil men. Avoid it, and don't pass by it. Turn from it and pass on. For they don't sleep unless they do evil. Their sleep is taken away unless they make someone fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. But the path of the righteous is like the dawning light that shines more and more until the perfect day. The day of the wicked is like darkness. They don't know what they stumble over. My son, attend to my words. Turn your ear to my sayings. Let them not depart from your eyes. Keep them in the center of your heart, for they are life to those who find them, and health to their whole body. Keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it is a wellspring of life. Put away from yourself a perverse mouth. Put corrupt lips far from you. Let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Make the path of your feet level. Let all your ways be established. Don't turn to the right hand nor to the left. Remove your foot from evil. Some lessons learnt. A father encourages his son to keep in mind his instructions, which include love and faithfulness. In doing this, the son will live a long and prosperous life. In addition, the father instructs his son to submit to God's judgment, honor God with his money, and put his reliance on God rather than in his own understanding. Solomon here is giving us guiding principles, not guarantees. Success and failure are frequently determined by natural outcomes. By exercising prudence and constraint, the wise avoid disaster, but the foolish recklessness causes trouble. However, in this life, we sometimes see that the godly can suffer while the wicked flourish. But all in all, the godly don't walk through this life alone. God is always with us, and He said in His word that He will never forsake us. God is not a man that He should lie. He is true to His word. He is His word. Overall, Proverbs emphasizes that it is better to have wisdom than material riches. However, this is not to say that being materially wealthy is bad. God can choose to bless you materially, but we should value wisdom from God much more. We should trust God. He is the source of wisdom. This frequently entails putting our trust in God's wisdom rather than our own. This means that we should do the right thing when circumstances arise and rely on God as a guide. Proverbs implies that since wisdom is a gift from God, people should use it to choose wisely. Proverbs advises against relying solely on one's own strength. Everyone is urged to remember God in all they do. This is how we draw closer to God, hence living our lives as God has planned. Arrogance is a trait of fools, whereas humility is a quality of the wise. The wise are those who are willing to receive correction. The father imparts his own father's wisdom. In the past, wisdom that has been handed down through the generations was seen as more trustworthy. In Proverbs, wisdom and discernment go hand in hand. Wisdom and virtue are seen as rewards with long life. Wisdom should be safeguarded due to its high worth and the effort needed to acquire and preserve it. The paths taken by the virtuous and evil are contrasted. The righteous can see and move on in safety because they travel a bright path. However, the wicked travel in darkness and can't see traps, so they stumble along the way. May we learn to value wisdom over material wealth. We will continue from Proverbs chapter 4 in the next episode. God bless you. Bye.